Hi everyone, welcome back to Sonic Sunday School. This week I want to address just some things I've been thinking about that have resulted from some questions. A couple of questions are, I guess a lot of people get these questions. How often do I practice? What should I practice? Things like that. And I don't think there's any one really good answer. It depends on what you're trying to achieve. Are you a beginner? Are you an intermediate player and you have a specific goal? If you're a beginner, you should be practicing the fundamentals, the basics, and getting all that under your fingers before you go on. But if you're an intermediate player, say you're in a band, well, if you have songs to learn, that's what you should be practicing. Not just sitting in your practice space or room, just, wheelie. Although that's fun, it's not very productive. Recently when I filled in for a guitarist that had left a band, I had to learn a bunch of songs in a very short period of time. So I basically took and I tried to learn 2 songs a night. And then I would take the next night and just play through those songs. And then 2 more, and so on. Because, by the time I was done with it, I was playing through 36 songs or something like that. So, I would learn 2. The next night I would play through those 2. The next night I would learn 2 more. Then the next night I'd play through the 4. Because it's no good to learn 2 songs and then not touch them again, because you'll just forget whatever you learned. So you have to keep refreshing that kind of thing. Or if there's a solo in the song that takes a specific technique, maybe that you don't know or you're not smooth on, well, that's what you should work on. Now, frequency of practice. Most of us aren't professional musicians. I know I'm certainly not. We've got jobs or school or wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever. It's really trying to make the most of the time that you have. So if you've only got 30 minutes in the evening, try to make the most of that 30 minutes. Just sitting around playing random nonsense isn't practice. That's just you playing random nonsense. Now, if that's your only goal, if you just want to be somebody that just strums an acoustic or an electric and just plays, for your own amusement, then fine. Do what you want, as far as enjoyment goes. But if you want to be a guitarist that improves, then there are things that you're going to have to work on always. There's no mastery of the instrument that I'm aware of. Even the people that I look at, and it looks like they've just got everything down, when you hear them talk, they're still working on stuff or learning a new genre or something. Now, for myself, summer becomes a time when I play less, because I'm kind of an outdoorsman as well. So, in the wintertime when it's cold or rainy or just crappy weather, I will sit in my room for hours and play. In the summer, I'm gone. I'm out in the woods. I'm hanging out with friends. I'm, running around fairs, festivals, whatever. And I don't play nearly as much. I think the last 3 weeks, I've only played on the weekends. Like through the week, after work, I'm doing something. The only time I touched a guitar, I think, was to move it out of the way to get to something else. I played a little bit Friday night, maybe a little bit yesterday, and I only grabbed a guitar today to kind of have a prop for the video. As soon as I'm done with the video, I've got other things to do outside, and that's just how summer goes for me, and I'm okay with that. I'm not in a band. I don't have any kind of recording deadline or anything, so I enjoy playing. It's my favorite thing, but I have other hobbies as well, so I do those when the weather permits, when time permits. So don't ever feel bad about especially if you're like me and you're not in a band, you don't have a deadline of some kind. If you set the guitar down and go somewhere with some friends or something, don't feel bad that you aren't practicing. You gotta live your life. So that's kind of my overview on practicing anymore, because I don't have a goal. Now, when I was covering in that band and I had to learn all those songs, every night after work, I was working on songs, practicing. I still play enough that where I'm not, I'm keeping my skills. I may not be improving as much as, I should or have. But there's something to be said about experiencing life, too. So I don't feel so bad about, going out with friends to a fair or a festival or to a movie or whatever. We went to a cookout yesterday. Spent the better part of the day just hanging out with a bunch of friends. Met a bunch of people I never met before. Had a bunch of good food. I took an acoustic. The owner of the house actually asked me to bring an acoustic. Never came out of the bag. Just, so it was there, but it didn't get played. So I came home, and I think I played a little bit when I got home. But that was it. No, didn't even plug into an amp. I spent a lot of time just playing unplugged. You can still hear the guitar. I mean, you can hear that just fine. I'm sure the mic on the camera even picked that up. So you don't always have to plug in to practice either. If you've only got 10 or 15 minutes to sit down and work on dexterity or something, then have at it. So that's, I guess, my current thoughts on practicing. I'm sure they were different when I was learning, and they were different when I was in bands, and had different goals. So a practice routine really depends on what your goals are, what you're trying to accomplish. And currently, I'm not trying to accomplish anything. I'm just having fun and playing when I feel like it, doing other things when I feel like it. And that is that for this week. I've been thinking about, because I've been doing so many other things, just putting videos out when I have time instead of, trying to get one out every week. But I don't know yet. So far it has been too much of a hassle. I have a couple of other ideas. I have one larger idea, but it's multiple videos, and I still haven't sat down to record it. It's going to be an undertaking. But I've got a couple of other smaller ideas that I can do little videos on. It's just finding the time to do them. But, alright, that's it. And have fun, take care. Play when you have the time and enjoy it. Alright? See you later.